chat?
No, Elle had chat, but I had no chat. It was just black. Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we are today here with a live interactive. You can ask questions, and we have Maria and Sogol on, and they are awesome readers, extremely good. And so feel free to ask questions this time. In the meantime, until we get questions, and I have chat. So Kayana Bocani says hello. Miriam B says hello. Spirit Feather says hello, ladies. How are you all today?
Hi.
And Kayana says hi. How are you? How are you guys? Well, I think we're doing okay.
Doing well.
So one thing you can do though is wish Sogol a happy birthday. Oh yes, that's right, Diana. It's Sogol's birthday yesterday.
I'm 21 again for like the 16th time.
I had a friend who was 26 for 35 years.
That's right.
Yeah, and she was happy with it. So Lily Dulo says, hi ladies, how are you doing? So nice to see you. James Squire says, hello ladies, wonder if my father has any messages for me. Thank you so much, pure love. Hang on. Do either of you mediums?
Is that a question?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, everybody has a different interpretation of that word. So
well, medium is basically to talk to the other side, the people who passed over.
I would call myself more of a channel if I was to give myself a name.
Okay, so
just
basically,
kind of receive of concepts and information. Every now and again, there'll be a loved one that I may hear guidance from for the person, but it just depends on.
So would you like to try with James?
We can, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so her wondering if my father has any messages for me.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, this is much easier. Maybe I'll just use this one.
Okay. I got something very random. I'm not sure if that's, when it would be asked for any messages, it's kind of random information I feel like pours through. So I hope this makes sense.
Sorry.
Yep. Got some technical difficulties, it seems, huh?
Okay, sorry. I thought you were still talking to him.
Oh, it's okay. No worries.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're just trying to organize things.
It's just getting. Okay. What's the message, Sogol?
I think that again, this is very random, but I received of a concept of feeling a little bit malnourished and more, as Maria drinks, thirsty, kind of to hydrate and nourish your body better was and the way I received that was I immediately felt kind of really dry in my throat, and I got the feeling to hydrate, if that makes sense. And I knew it wasn't coming from me, and it was more a message. So, but if there are any specific questions, we could definitely tap into more specific answers too.
Okay, so Doreen says, and she would like to hear from Maria, I suspect, but you can both pop on. Hi, ladies. Hope you are good. I would like to ask the prospect on any love life that's coming this coming time, and thank you.
I've seen that before. I don't know. Remember if that was. Feel like it's deja vu. So I'm seeing somebody coming in, or somebody that already came in because they're very very close. Um, it- so I'm getting two messages. First, somebody's coming in or they already came. But I kind of like a warning: don't compare to past mistakes on, or she feels like she's not making the right choices when it comes to relationships, or maybe she's second guess herself on everything she's doing right now in her life. Who doesn't? I do the same thing. And I'm getting like so she's getting discouraged. I'm getting the kind of like, don't give up, keep going, because I feel like if they're not already in front of her, they're going to be like, I feel like I can see that person, but she can't see him because she's second guessing herself and trying to keep herself from making the same mistakes, if that makes sense. um it's like she's reviewing everybody's motive, like which is, it's fine to be cautious and careful, but she's doing it to a point where, okay, she's like, okay, I reviewed, everything looks great, you can move slow, but then she goes back, she's like, okay, well, that's too good, I gotta go back and just dissect it. And then if you dissect, you're gonna find something, you're gonna create something that's not there. So that's what I'm getting. That makes sense.
It does. So hang on, it just jumped on me.
It's okay.
Okay, so the next question it's from Alicia R. Is Isabel planning to retaliate on me?
Sorry, I didn't hear the name.
Alicia R. Is Isabel planning to retaliate on me? Well, I forgot to tell you, YouTube is a lot faster than Facebook. There's a lot more questions to answer. It's not as laid back.
That's fine. Sogol, what are you getting? I'll tell you really quick what I got.
Yeah, very quickly. I don't know necessarily retaliate is the word to describe it, but I did get that there was a lot of maybe mental anguish, which I distinguish a little bit different than anger and retaliation on the I think she said Isabel. Yeah. On their end. So I do get somebody who's really conflicted, but and just mentally engaged with just negative thoughts, maybe about their interactions. I will say when you forgive on your end, it does free the other person to think clearly as well. And there are a lot of forgiveness rituals out there. I really like the Hawaiian forgiveness ritual. I do that.
Ho'oponopono?
Yes, I highly recommend that one. There's a short book that's like 40 pages long. You can read about it or just kind of Google it and say the 4 sentences with intention, and it does really release you from the toxic bond you've created with people. So I want to empower Alicia with that, and to not fear that others may will retaliate or have kind of any type of plans to attack her. So yeah, but I didn't perceive it as incredibly harmful at all, as it is.
Yeah, I got that. I don't know if it's a really close relationship, but I don't know if she is or her friend is being more, I guess, pulled off or standoffish. But it feels this because I don't know if her friend or she feels like she was kind of not like I don't know why I'm getting left behind, or maybe somebody didn't stand up for somebody in the friendship, and I'm getting now. It feels like both of them don't know where they stand in the friendship. It feels like it's kind of like So they're both playing mind games, not intentionally to hurt each other, but just to see where they stand. And because both are they're both being hurt or were hurt in the past in the friendship for whatever happened. Um, so I feel like more communication, more clear communication is gonna, I guess, sever that toxic thing they're doing right now. Will going back and forth, not really saying how each other they feel. They're just trying to kind of feel each other, but they're not really getting complete truths because they're not asking what they want to ask. So it's just dragging this on and on. I think it's something minor. So.
And on that note, I'll say, Maria and I were sitting at a restaurant, and we looked yesterday, and we looked over to the table over, and even though we couldn't really hear what they were saying, but it seemed like what I refer to as mental talk. And so I was just looking at them going, man, look at those two couples. The four of them look exhausted. So I feel like when it's heart-based conversation, it's a communication, it's a different energy than mental conversations that are led by more, your thoughts, really. So I feel like when you're trying to disengage the energy of fight or flight and conflict between two people, it's a lot more useful to come from more of a heart-based place and lead with a heart-based conversation.
I agree.
Sorry, I've just got a minor crisis happening at home with our bathroom. So, so Spirit Feather says, I have a question. What changes do you ladies pick up on that will be occurring for me, spiritually or externally, not internally? Thank you.
Sorry. Sogol, you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go, yes.
Okay. So I am getting that I think she's already sensing it. That's why there are events that's gonna come happen in her physical that are gonna be so fast. I think they're already happening. That are creating like solutions in, I don't know, in problems or just blocks that she thinks she's having. She's very also they're asking her to believe in herself because everything's working out the way that it should work out. And then I'm seeing when I say like a wish coming true, concerns about, I guess, love life, I feel them like fading away. And that could be, any type of love, but I feel like whatever she's concerned to most right now, and if it's like a friendship or a family member or even a partner, the one that has most of her attention right now is if the concerns fades away, it's like working out. It's like I don't want to say a wish come true. It's like she's gonna be relieved and very happy with the results. So that's what I'm getting. So go your turn.
Yay. Okay, so a few things came through. I got that spiritually, that also kind of trickles down to to her physical world, is the feeling of feeling judged by others for some of the ways she leads in her life, and kind of feeling embarrassed about her choices, maybe. I do get that she's quite powerful in discerning, knowing her own solutions, and rising above that feeling of shame and judgment. I do get it involves untying herself from certain commitments. I think she'll know what that means. I feel like there is one choice is more vulnerable than the other. leaving her quite exposed and vulnerable. And perhaps that choice is not serving her very well. There's a lot more empowerment in the other choice. And I feel like she will know what I mean. The other things I wrote down as they came through were, again, I feel like she'll know what these mean. Spiritually, I see her going within to deep blue waters. And I think she does that in, if I were to guess, in her meditations. And externally, I also got a similar, as without, so within, so to speak. I got that water. I don't know if she doesn't swim or she doesn't like the feeling of maybe being immersed in water physically. But I do get she's previously been in more, what I get is woodsy areas. So, or areas with a lot of branches and maybe things that can poke you as you walk along or brush against your feet or legs or something like that. And that, although that's been good, it's time to explore water now. Maybe even put your feet in water or hands in water. If it's a river bank or a pool or something, she'll, that will serve her well, is what I got.
Okay. And so Kayanat says, happy birthday. And Lily says, happy birthday, Sogol. Wish you always stay healthy and blessed. And Keisha J says, how will things be if I were to move in with Michael into his studio once he comes back towards me for a love offer? And Spirit Feather says, happy birthday.
Thank you. Okay. So what I'm getting is, you can always make any situation positive. However, what I'm getting with this is there will be a lot of self-sacrifice involved with this choice. So much so that if you put the pros and cons on a scale, it may not, the cons maybe will outweigh the pros. And the reason I get that is because I feel like there will be a lot of sacrifice on her end. I see a lot of physically demanding things for her to tend to for this move and for leading that life in this supposed studio and place that she speaks of. Again, nothing terrible, but since we're asking, I think I see not a lot of balanced give and take initially. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting it. It will work out if she's still, or she's open, or she makes it a conscious effort to be open to personal growth. Like she needs to make sure that she's personally still growing and not putting herself in the back burner. I see the same thing. Like letting go, and it can work, because I see it's funny because I'm getting contradicting cards. So I'm getting yes and no. So it depends on how she's gonna, what's the her intentions when if she does get into that relationship and she does move in, and to make them clear and to be ready if it doesn't, to be like, okay, that's my boundaries, that's my intentions, that's what I want for myself or for us, to grow, and to be prepared to stand up if it doesn't work out. So I'm getting it can go either way. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing with self-sacrifice, the way I look at it is it's all fine and dandy to self-sacrifice and compromise in a relationship, but so long as it's equal. I feel like sometimes as women, we take on the mother role in relationships and just give, and take very little to replenish us. And that can be very toxic, is kind of what I saw. And to kind of, if that can be curbed and avoided, I think it could be a positive exchange, could be a positive experience. So a word of caution on that. And, you know, all the power to her to stand in her ground and, you know, make her boundaries known, like Maria said.
So, okay. So Kylie B says, will I find an affordable room for rent?
I immediately got, look outside your current area that she's looking at, and you may find something even better than she thought, with more options.
Yeah, I'm getting like take a step back for maybe a few days. I feel like she's over, I don't want to say overlooking, but she's getting discouraged and she's thinking in her head, oh, everything's too expensive, I can't get it, I can't afford it. And she's saying that to herself, so she's putting it out there. So she's in the mindset like, I can't afford anything. I can't afford anything that's gonna be fitting for me. So I need her to take a rest, step back. Yeah, for sure, step back and just for, I mean, I don't know if she has time, but step back and you know, just for a few days, even if she doesn't have time to sit for a few days, and then just go at it again and put out there like, you know, I'm gonna find the right place. It doesn't matter how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have the money that I need. I have everything I need, everything I want. So and get out of the mindset that everything's gonna be expensive. She's not gonna find anything, because that's what I feel like she's telling herself, and that's what I'm getting over and over again. So. But it's a yes.
And Karen Q says, how is MV feeling about me?
How is who? I'm sorry. MB?
MV.
MB.
M is in Michael, V is in
Veronica.
I don't know what.
Victor.
Victor, yeah.
It's funny how I said MB though.
Okay, I got a bunch of random adjectives. I got giggly, like a little bit like she's out of his element or league, but not too much. It's just, it's like a little bit like he's psyching himself out a bit about something with the relationship, with the connection, and a bit like nervous.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I got
like I have cold hands right now, actually, and I never get cold hands, like wet cold hands. So like he's nervous, like he's nervous, but in a good way, because she inspires him to like do things differently. He wants to be a little bit different for her. He wants to do. Does that make sense? What I'm saying, like. It's not because it's off-putting or anything. It's a good thing.
So Doreen says, happy birthday, Sogol.
Thank you.
Maddie says, hi, ladies. Emily Equane says, hello, everybody. Zulemi R, how is Mike feeling towards me, please? Okay. And Emily says, peace and blessings to you all.
Thank you. You as well. Okay, so I got a few adjectives again. I feel that whatever their last interactions were, whether positive or not doesn't matter, but it left him very tired and frustrated and a little bit drained, but he still feels very connected. I get he's still in the, like, he's marinating in his own thoughts, and like brewing is the feeling that I have for him. But I also get the feeling she wonders if he resents her, and that's not the case at all. I get a little bit of, he feels a little bit remorseful. And sad. So yeah, sad about the connection. So how it's kind of been a little yucky lately, I think, right? What you getting?
Me? I don't know. I don't know if they just had a big argument or they broke up. But I see that he has a lot of love for her. But he's kind of keeping to himself, especially his emotions. I don't know, I feel like he feels that there's ways he cannot support her. And he's trying. So I don't know if he tried or both tried to walk away from their connection relationship, whatever this connection relationship is. But I feel like he is, if he's not already back with, he will be with messages of, I care about you. Maybe they're going to be really small compared to how he feels. Like I get the of Cups, like he has a lot of emotion for her, but he doesn't feel comfortable expressing it or safe expressing it because of the way the relationship will happen in the past. It was very hurtful for him and for her. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Pretty much what you said. Yeah.
Max agrees.
Yes, he does. He's like,
so Kyanat says, should I ask Chav to eat dinner after work tomorrow? I feel bad because I acted coldly yesterday and she is going on a trip. We're both females. Thank you.
Yeah, I got instant yes, yes, yes. Make sure it's yummy.
Yes.
And if they drink, that's just my personal advice. Add that to the mix. That always adds a little bit of fun.
Yes. It will help get the guard down.
Yes. In that regard, yes. Yes.
I don't know. I wasn't talking about drinking. I was talking about her talking.
It's a little bit of liquid courage never hurt, But yeah, we don't encourage drinking on this channel.
Unless it's me and you.
Or do we? I don't know.
I'm a bit of a teetotaler, so we go anyway.
And as I say that, Maria takes a big gulp. We never know what is in that cup, Maria.
That's true. It's always.
It is coffee and protein. Okay?
Sure. Is that why it's not a clear straw? I'm just kidding.
So Miriam M with a $5 super chat says, hi, any messages from my guys? And Camille says hello, and then after that.
Interesting.
That's okay. Body.
Oh, I'm getting just to move forward with whatever she's doing right now. Stop procrastinating. She I don't know, she feels a little I don't want to say worried. She's a little bit restrained right now on something that's going on in her life. I don't know, making a decision or moving forward or something. The guy just saying you are, just you have the courage, you have the strength to move forward. It's like, it feels like a complex decision that she researched already. She just needs to, she keeps researching, and she already, I guess, like found what she needed. She's too nervous of making the step, so she keeps, it's like, oh, I need to look into it a little bit more. And they're saying, no, just just move on, because it's like it's it feels like it's something that's going to lead to a lot of changes. So it's making her really nervous, but it's going to be positive. So they're pushing you, like, go, stop procrastinating, go. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, and what I got was I got a beautiful imagery of her guides giving her, and I was just checking about a yellow chakra, which I thought was where the power center is, and it is that. So we'll get to that in a second. But her guides giving her flowers, and they were predominantly yellow. Which I got as a sign of encouragement. It was a message to move forward, which goes very nicely alongside what Maria is talking about. It's all fine and dandy to say, hey, go forward. You know, there's been things in my life that I feel like I should move forward with, and it's been months since I haven't been able to make the first move. So it's really easy to say it. But I was trying to get guidance for her, like what are some unconventional things that she could do to help herself along. And although this may sound really out there, I did get some type of self-care that has to do with masks, and I got a body wrap that I feel like she would know about, is going to release some toxins for her and put her in a state of mind that she can put her first step forward towards things, is what I got. I hope that helps.
Are we done?
Yes.
All right.
Maria, did you have something to add?
Oh, that's it.
Okay, so Nina L says, how is Emiliano feeling about me?
Emiliano. Emiliano.
Okay. Yep, go ahead.
You want to go first? Okay. I am getting that he is I'm not say I don't want to say he's so the relationship is developing to a new level. It's moving forward. It's getting, more meaningful. So he's all up in his, but I'm getting like, I don't know if you heard, but I started dancing. So he's very happy about it, but he's also in his head. He feels like he needs to revise like his life so he can have it fit into his life. Like he's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta make more money, I gotta do that. Like he sees her as somebody that's very loving and patient, and he's trying to make everything perfect. I feel like he's in too much in his head. Instead of let's just going with the flow, he's too much in his head, trying to and that makes it that is causing delays. So I don't know how she can kind of talk to him and kind of put his mind at ease that she's okay with, because he's not doing bad. He's okay with where he is right now. He's growing. He doesn't have to grow faster or do anything crazy, so that's what I'm getting. Like I'm getting like he's very excited and happy about her and the connection. He's just too much in his head, and he's trying to do too much and discourage himself, and that's causing challenges and delays. That's my message.
Yeah, I got kind of, that's interesting. I got messages along the same lines. The things that I wrote down were really likes her, really is optimistic, and sees her as somebody very worthy of his time and effort, and not just for the short term, for the long term. Wants to have a lot of adventures and, plan a lot of things and activities to explore with her. I also got that he's scared of revealing too much about himself. He's guarded. Has nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with, and it's funny because it's not so much about his character. It's about certain things in his life that have to do with surrounding money. I don't know if he's made bad money decisions, like maybe if he has debt or credit or what it is. It's something along the lines of he's cleaning things up or is thinking about is more the feeling I get, cleaning things up in the arena of money. And it makes him feel insecure about that part of himself. And so he feels very guarded about that, is what I got. But he's not like, I didn't get a sense that he's with some people, you just know they're guarded because they got some deep traumas or just things that are not really, that are tough to deal with in a relationship. I didn't get that very much. I got that it's got to do with more money things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Queen G, hang on. Queen G says, hello all. Do my guides have any messages for me? Unless, did you have more to add, Maria?
No.
Okay, so Queen G says, hello. Do all my guides have any messages for me? I just about missed her, actually. Sorry about that, Queen G.
Okay, this might make sense to her. I hope it does. If it does, I'd love to hear about it. I immediately saw her in some type of ritual with clapping, with rituals with her hands, much like clapping. Doesn't have to be clapping, but something to do with her hands. They're encouraging her to engage in that more. That's the message that I got for her. It makes her feel very connected, and when she is involved with that type of activity or work, she is very much in her power and connected to receive her own messages and guidance, and it serves her well. That's what I got.
I like it. So I'm getting one message that can be, so I'm getting the message that she is nurturing herself more, which that could make sense that she's more meditating more, being more in her, and that brings her peace and happiness, and also it expands around her friendships and relationships. And she's closer to the people she loves. So I don't know if she changed and making more time for herself and the people that her family and people that she loves and cares about. And also I'm getting another message. I'm hoping that makes sense. I'm getting regret on somebody that passed on, and I don't know if it's somebody that's recently passed on or maybe a while ago. I'm getting that she has nothing to be regretful about. And it comes out really clear that they are, whoever they are, they're at peace, and they center a massive amounts of love. And I feel like the reason why I keep getting the peace card, I feel like she's just started realizing that or accepting that. Hoping that makes sense. Yay. That's what I got.
So Lena Mutnansaka, I hope I pronounced your name right. Is that Greek, Maria?
Sounds Greek to me.
Oh, that's funny.
I think it is. I mean, I don't know.
Would that be the correct pronunciation then? Or close?
No, it's not. That's why I have to look at it because I don't know what you're saying.
So it could be
I'm sorry.
Japanese too. It says,
Yeah.
hello, girls. Any messages about
Hello.
love, Virgo at work?
Virgo at work, right?
Yeah.
Whew, that's. Mm. Okay, I immediately got playing with fire. Like, and you know, I'm not talking passion. It does involve that. However, I got like bad idea. Playing with fire is what I got. Like, and not to say avoid that situation. She may very well feel very drawn to explore that. Um, but man, it's like the messages that came through for her were, if you can avoid it, might be in her better interest.
I got something similar. I got to like review the situation. So it kind of move in different direction. So it doesn't mean like different direction away from that person, just a different direction in the way she's approaching the relationship. So I don't know if it means take it slower, evaluate the fact that he's at work and they work together. That could, a lot of times it doesn't work for people when they work together. So I'm getting just, review, evaluate. Because I definitely got the work card. So yeah, I don't think that either of them are gonna go anywhere when it comes to work. They're still gonna be working together for a while. So it just says just reevaluate the situation and see, kind of weigh the pros and cons and see how that will play out for you too, if you actually do move forward in however this relationship plays out. That's what I got. Just be cautious.
Any workplace job, you want to be very careful.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm getting like. Ooh.
Yeah, Ulysses R. Is CM doing spells on me?
Oh. Uh, I mean, I got a yes without pulling cards, but I
Yeah.
pulled the High Priestess, so yeah, I'm getting yes.
Quite often, actually quite often when I get that question, I get a yes.
Is it a who's is it like a is it a male friend?
I don't know. It says, is CM doing spells on me?
Because I'm
But
getting,
it could be love spells to bring her in.
yeah, I'm getting, if it's not, it has to do with the relationship. So I'm getting, we shouldn't be doing spells to bring, to do anything. Like, I mean, to clear energy, that's fine, but to make somebody do something they don't want to. But I'm getting that at least it started with like a positive intent, if you want to say it's positive, which I feel like it's positive. But yeah, I'm getting has to do around relationship. So if it's somebody else doing to keep her from somebody else, but yeah, I'm getting to do it's around relationships. So I'm getting a big yes. So I go, what are you getting? Yes, no,
Yeah,
maybe.
I got a yes. However, the more information that came through with that was that it's more in the form of ill will wishing upon another person, which, tomatoes, right? But also, and Maria is really good at explaining how this works, as far as how to um, feel empowered and protect yourself. Do you have any tips on that, Maria? Because I never want to leave anybody feeling vulnerable to anything.
Um, to me, I mean, mm, I feel like you're less vulnerable if you believe that you're protected and they cannot, affect you. Of course, there are, clearings and prayers you can do, and to feel better and just to clear the energy and make sure that, to protect yourself. And I feel like a big thing that I do is, it's funny because we talked about the purple flame, just visual the
Saint
purple
Germain's purple
yeah,
flame. Yes.
yeah, over her when she feels like, because
Yes.
the reason why she's asking is just because even though she doesn't know exactly, she can sense it and she knows when it's done. So to do that, and so she can protect herself and feel better at ease, because I don't feel like
Yeah.
it's somebody that can do much harm, if that makes sense. So
Not very powerful. Amy.
No, what I get is anytime anybody can have that type of negative influence on you to the point that you're paranoid if they have any kind of power over you, is when you feel powerless, right? Because you feel in such a low vibrational state due to fear that I always say fear is the only thing that allows any low vibrational feelings to come, right? They kind of go hand in hand. So you can allow anxiety and all those negative feelings to kind of penetrate, and I call it infiltrate your field. So if she has any ways of finding relaxation to get herself in a better better mind state, I would say first do that. And then, like Maria said, with the power of your intention, realize that you are powerful and that you can intend to break out of these negative cycles with that person, and just rise above it. Wish them well, smile and move on, and it's as easy as that.
yep. Yep. Yeah.
We got a $10 super chat from Queen Empress, and she asked, "Is Byron getting ready to commit into a serious relationship with me?"
Okay, what I'm getting is I do get a yes. So the intent is there. However, I get that I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I hope this doesn't cloud her judgment about this person, but the feeling that I get is that they want to do it with the little offering, like they're a little goofy about it in how they want to offer that. So it doesn't mean that they're not serious, but maybe they just want to, like the feeling of doing as little as possible, if that makes sense. And she may already know this. I think this person's really goofy and childlike almost. That's what I get.
Yeah, I'm getting a big yes also, and it's funny because what I'm getting is kind of I'm getting that he was postponing it before, and he was moving very slow, and now he got like the kind of the urge, and like, okay, I need to buckle down and honor my commitment, because he is committed to her and he has been for a while. He just hasn't been honoring it, and he is now. And I no excuses, but I feel like his career or job is kind of taking a lot of his time. So he's gonna, even if he's not doing it intentionally, I feel like he is gonna try to get away with the least. You know what I mean? Like, let's see if this makes her happy or that makes her happy. I feel like she needs to be like, hey, I put more of me to, towards us or you. I need more of you. So I feel like when she does that, I get the Ace of Cups, which I feel like it's going to be reciprocated. So shoot, yeah, it'll work out. Yeah, but don't let him. I mean, all men will act like, I feel like all men will do that. Will act like fools. They're gonna see what they can get away with, the least possible. That's how they work, though. Yeah. So I'm getting right. So they get away with whatever you let them get away with.
Isn't that everybody? But yeah.
I
feel like men are a lot. They have a tendency to be forever childlike. Yeah. Women, we try,
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I think men never grow up, and that's part of their charm.
So that's right.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
because we want to take care of them because we're want to be the mother figure. So that's why we're too. Like, come here, baby. Let me take care of you.
Oh
Could
goodness.
it partially be too that he's just afraid of putting himself out there in case he gets rejected?
Yep.
You know, I'll put this out there. I got this weird imagery of him coming, and when I say weird, I just mean random. Sorry, of coming forward with with like a bowl of green grapes. Like, hey, what do you think? You think you'll be my da da da? Like just being goofy about it is what I got. And I don't know why I got the imagery of green grapes, but hey, I'm gonna put that out there. It might make sense.
Usually does, not to us. Okay, so Lily says, Lily Dulo says, I always like you about the readings you have made on my love life. I would like an insight of any kind, what you pick up for my relationship or what you pick up for my men's energy. Thanks a lot.
Who was that? I'm sorry. What was the name? I didn't
Lily,
hear.
Lily
Lily.
Dulo. She's the
I
lady
hear
from
it.
Albania.
Okay, Lily. I hear it and then I forget. I'm so bad with names. Sorry.
That's all right. She's actually been a supporter of ours for a long time. So we know her, and she's a really lovely lady. Just
Okay,
Right.
so this is a
Go ahead.
random message, but I get that she knows how to tap into her divine feminine energy, and when she does, she feels very loved, and I get cute. She must be a really cute person.
She is actually really sweet.
Yes, and I get that sometimes when she does that, she feels girly and childlike. And she wonders if that is a good way of expressing herself in the relationship, or wonders if that is confusing to her, or maybe wrong or bad because of the programmings we receive, from society of how a relationship should be and how a woman's role should be within the relationship. But I get the more she does that because she wants to, because she feels comfortable in that state, the more it brings joy to the relationship, and allows for the energy exchange between her and her partner to be very positive, very creative, and joyful. So I hope that makes sense.
I think it
What
does.
are you getting, Maria?
I get the same thing pretty much. She's very very passionate, and she just allows energy to flow. Kind of like a child, like doesn't really,
Yeah.
like she's not, I want to say she's childish, but she's kind of like, okay, happy, like a heart of a, I'm getting like she has a heart of a child. She's like happy going, lucky got. And I know sometimes she's like, I need to be more serious, but that works for her. It's like, um, it brings whatever needs to be. She doesn't have a lot of resistance, so it works out for her in her relationships. I'm getting that I don't know if she just got a breakthrough in a relationship with, somebody that came through or is in her life right now, but I see like positive flow or energy in her future. She is, I'm just getting like, just be who she is. And I think she's realizing this, like she has less, I guess, she's not as self-conscious as she was before. But okay, I'm supposed to be acting this way, like you said, so I can be taken care of. I mean, taking more seriously. I think she's realizing she doesn't have to, she can just be herself, and it works out.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting.
Yay. That's
Yay.
great. I love it.
I like her.
Yes, she actually looks, there's a very great deal of similarity between her and Sogol. They both have very same kind of shape face, but she's a redhead with curls.
Oh,
And she's a really nice human being. So Bumblebee says, "Hey, I feel like I'm entering a new stage of my life. Am I right in thinking that?"
Ha, I've got the sun. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. I feel it's because she feels like she's coming to her own, and standing up for her power. So she is coming in a new, yeah, I feel like she's done a lot of healing and a lot of, I feel like I don't want to say she's on the right path. I think she's on her path. Finally, feels like before she was taking paths that she was taking directions that other people would say, "Oh, that's best for you to do," instead of going the path that she felt is right for her. So I'm getting like she's like checking a lot of false like sense of and a negative fear-based thoughts, and that's causing her to move to her path. Like I'm getting the Emperor. She's coming to her power, and she's. I'm getting a big yes. Okay.
okay. So I get that. I also got a yes. I also see that cutting something major out of her life that she knows what it is allowed her to move into this new phase. The new phase is is a very positive way of moving forward with her life. I saw, and I'm trying to get more information, but it's a bit complex. I saw a triangle, like a pyramid. However, I was trying to understand what that was, and I got that she's being creative with putting there's three pillars to something she's trying to do with work that trickles down to her creative side, her personal growth side, her happiness. Like it checks off a lot of boxes for her, and it's so amazing. It's like she's working on something I don't think she quite realizes uh, what the boundaries of it are, but she's on the right path, and it does encompass three pillars. uh, I feel like that'll be a guiding light for her as she moves through this new phase.
That's interesting. Because so I said when I said that she's doing a lot of healing. So the three pillars will, I'm a little weird. So when I do like energy work, or I do like this, and I have no idea why, but I looked after a while that it means something. So I don't know if maybe she's doing more energy work, or maybe she's cooperating her energy healing into her life for herself and others, or maybe she's going through energy healing or something holistic, or cooperate, like combining what she's doing with natural healing. And hopefully that makes sense. I feel like that's what I'm getting that. So as we were speaking, you were saying the
Okay,
triangle.
that's interesting. I love it.
I wonder if that's what it is. Let us know, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I accidentally skipped Daisy S, and she says, "Will Josephina want to live with me when I get my apartment?"
Josephina.
That's a song, I think.
Really? Oh, maybe that's why. I don't know.
Oh, I think there's a song with a woman named Josephina in it.
Sure.
I feel okay. Sorry.
You go ahead.
Okay.
I was before the card.
I got overwhelmed with this question a little bit.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is the answer is yes. The reason why I felt overwhelmed is I processed the energy of some some sorry, I'm trying to name the emotion and I'm having a difficult time. But it's like feeling a little bit frantic, but frantic isn't quite the right word for it. Like feeling the energy of, oh well, we got to do this and get it done. But I feel like it makes good financial sense to do it. Is more what draws the decision. So I feel like due to money, maybe constraints, this is a this will be a decision that would make sense to Josephina to do this, is what draws her in to make the decision. There's like an energy of it perplexes me how to explain the energy. I'm sorry. It's see if you can help me, Maria. It's like you're frantic and kind of drained at the same time. Like maybe if you feel a little helpless, like I guess this is it. This is what we got to do. Like you just kind of do it out of lack, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Is
getting a
what I
lot.
got.
I'm getting a lot of emotions. So I'm getting a yes, but I feel like the reason why she feels that way, because I got kind of like,
Yeah.
so I don't know if they have, both of them have the they see things differently. I don't know if it's just like religion or spiritually, right? It doesn't really match up. It's not so different to where they're gonna be clashing a lot, but it is quite different. The way they see things. So I don't know if one person's very religious, one is very spiritual. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting like
Different lifestyles,
yeah,
right?
very different. One is very like, I don't know how to say this without me. One is very kind of hardworking and you know neat and organized. The other one is a little more carefree. So I feel like I don't know if her friend knows that, or and that's why she's kind of like, is that gonna work out? Can we work on those things? Can we get along, or is that gonna affect us? So yeah, that's what I'm getting, and I'm getting the money too. I'm getting there's a the Eight of Pentacles. I'm getting it's the only thing that 100% sure I feel is both of them, not just one, is it matches because of money. Like, okay, it's gonna be a good, it's gonna help both each other out financially. But when it
Yes.
comes to the way they view life, and the way they view relationships and and
Yeah.
work ethics and stuff like are different. That's what I'm getting.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay, very good. Dahlia S. Will moving to the city of SJ be a good move for me?
Yes. Okay. So, um, I'm not seeing it being a bad move. I'm seeing it as being a move that's going to make things move. I feel like she's as a standstill right now. She's not really moving as fast as she wants to move forward with her life. And I feel that move is going to kind of have a little bit of movement, move forward at first, but then it's going to kind of be, I think, moving slow. Um, so I don't know. I'm getting it's gonna, I don't see it being so it's like making a choice. I think the choice is not wrong. It's just I feel there's another place where it's gonna be more um I don't know if she's doing it for financial reasons, but I feel it's another place when another another place or that she hasn't thought of, or I don't know if she's thought of that. And but I feel like there's somewhere else where it's gonna be better when financially, and she's gonna be more happier emotionally too, because I feel she's gonna have with this place, she's gonna have a lot of struggles, I don't know if she's gonna have struggles. I feel like I don't know if she knows people there already, what she's talking about, but I feel it's gonna be a lot of petty. She's gonna deal with a lot of petty things, like small things that are gonna be more aggravating than anything. That like little,
Training.
yeah, draining things that's gonna be happening. Like nothing major,
Okay.
but I feel like she's not gonna feel safe. Like she's gonna have to watch out, you know, not physically safe, but she's not gonna feel secure there. That makes sense. Your
Some
turn.
energy, some places they just don't fit.
Yeah, I don't feel like
Other
it's gonna fit.
places you just feel straight at home.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the other place was gonna feel straight at home.
yeah.
So that's really interesting because I don't know if this reads, but I wrote pick a third place. So now check this out how I got it though. It's very interesting because it ties into what Maria said. But so I got that the straightforward answer is no. That I wrote down the challenge to challenge the person that she's thinking of moving for. Sometimes the smallest questions you ask a person says a lot about them, or the smallest things you ask of them to do shows you their stance on the relationship and how much they're willing to sacrifice for you. And it's a big telltale sign for you, and sometimes really shocking in ways. So what I got is challenge them to pick a third place. So not where you're currently living and not where they're currently living, and see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's
And
a good idea.
and then I got what I got was that this was not in her highest interest to move. And I kept trying to get more guidance to see, well, why? And I got that she will lose things. And I got material things is what she will lose in this move, in this shift. It might be a positive thing to live with less material things and live more minimally. So that might be something she does desire. But there's a sense of living in this new place that she asked about being actually more expensive. I don't know if it's appears that way to her, but it will be more expensive than where she currently resides. Like her life expenses in total, however they accumulate and what ends up happening in her life to take care of, it'll be more expensive for her. She'll feel like she's at a detriment and at a loss. And I just challenge the person to pick a third place. And I think that'll be very telling of their intentions.
That makes sense because I got that when I said that she won't feel safe. I feel like she'll feel like people are stealing from her or she's losing stuff. That makes sense. It's funny we got the same thing.
Yep, it's very good.
Like
so we have a very delicate subject right now, Farid. And I'm not even going to try your last name, Farid. He says the same topic, which I know what the topic is, but with the same with some updates maybe, which is for you. That's you guys. What is there happening between me and Zenon very soon? And they're in a relationship. It's a very delicate relationship.
Is Farid a gentleman?
Yes, both of them are.
Okay. Okay. So I say this with the utmost best wishes for both of them. The energy that I get from their partner is that they're pulling away with a lot of distaste. Like they just have a bad taste about the relationship in their mouth, if that makes sense. Because they didn't get out of Fareed and the relationship what they were hoping for. But here's the kicker. It's not what Fareed thinks. It's not obvious to him what the partner was looking for. And I get the sense that they had ulterior motives regarding more superficial things that they didn't get. And that's why they're walking or pulling away. So to not judge themselves for the ways that, so, you know, the message for Fareed is to not overthink and try and figure out and, you know, dissect the situation and figure out, well, what did I say? What did I do? How did I cause this? What am I lacking? It's not anything that's obvious to him or that he's done wrong. It has everything to do with the other person coming into the relationship prior to even coming in wanting certain things. And just kind of having a ulterior motive that maybe wasn't the best way to lead in a relationship, to be quite frank. And I get that it all works out for Fareed, regardless of how this pans out. Like, don't sweat it. I know that when it's hard to accept that sometimes when there's emotions involved and when there's you know, when you're entangled with someone deeply, but don't sweat it is the message I'm getting. Is it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Don't worry about it. That's what I'm getting.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting is kind of the same thing, but a little different. I'm getting that I feel like both of them are kind of pulling away in their own way because they're not getting what they want out of the relationship. So he's not getting, you know, the commitment relationship that he's looking for, and the other person that is not getting what they're looking for either. I keep getting that he needs to choose his battles carefully and wisely, because it's not worth it to
Yeah.
I feel like moving forward, he's gonna feel more peaceful. I know he doesn't probably feel that way right now. And he needs to know that he's protected and guarded. I don't know if he's worried.
Yes.
He worries about financials or if they have stuff together, financial stuff. I feel like it's gonna work out in his favor, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm getting the single card over and over again. So I don't feel like, I don't know if they need to take time apart and just, you know, work on themselves, or just even for just, I'm getting he needs to nurse himself, like find some time for himself right now. But I'm getting that
Yeah.
we already know. I see fulfillment. I see a new person coming in. Sorry. I know that's very hard for them to hear right now. I feel like getting a new person coming in. I feel like they already know. He already feels that he knows. And I'm getting fulfillment. So because this relationship is not fulfilling at the moment. So
Yeah. What I get is I got additional things as almost like the energy. It's so draining on Farid's end, and it's almost like it's wasted breath. It's wasted breath because your partner's not showing their motives. So I feel like he's just wasting his breath trying to get an equal conversation going on, just get an answer, get more balance. And it's like wasting your breath. They're not very forthcoming with their motives or what's causing their behaviors. Their partner is not forthcoming with that information. I get. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that the Zenon was rather overwhelmed by society. So society's viewpoints. So Patricia Scowen says, "Hi ladies, do you see a house move any nearer and any good news for me? Thank you." And by the way, we're at we're 17 minutes after the hour. If you're, how are you doing? We can wrap it up.
Maybe a couple more questions and then how do you feel, Maria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Liza? Do you have time? All the crazy stuff that's going on. You.
Well, I can't do anything till we get a plumber, so.
So you're like, I'm fine. Thanks for rubbing it in, Maria.
Yes.
Sorry.
Mm.
Patricia, hello. Okay. Okay, I got some really random stuff.
Ready? Go.
All right. I don't know if I hope this resonates. I got that she's inching closer to the purchase of her home. I also got the message that maybe she's thought about this at some point during the process, that about building a home as opposed to purchasing. And I got that building is a good idea. And then I got the most random idea out there as well, which was purchasing a model home would also be a good idea. And I just thought that's just very random. But if the opportunity to purchase a model home of some sort from a builder is an opportunity that she has in front of her, that might suit her very well as well. That's a positive, that would be a positive move and to go with. That's what I got.
Okay. So I think I don't know. I feel like I'm getting deja vu. I probably have answered this question before, or maybe I think I have. So I'm sorry if I feel like I do and I'm crazy like that. Okay. But I am getting that I'm getting she's at the end of the phase, if that makes sense. So it's really close for her to purchase a home. I feel like she's very close, end of the phase. It's time for her to move. I'm getting like it's time for her to move. So she's gonna move. But I don't know if she's worried about a loan. I don't know, I'm getting that. A loan on how to pay it. But if she hasn't already, I feel like she found a way of getting the loan to get the house that she desires and wants to get. I am getting, let's see, by the end of the year, I feel like, but I feel like it's a lot closer than that. So we're in June now. So maybe 3 to 6 months. But I feel like it's really close. So it could be 3 to 6 weeks. I'm getting like time. It's like time to move on. Like it's end of the. It's
Would love
like
to move to Spain.
I'm sorry.
She'd love to move to Spain.
Spain.
Yep.
Maybe that's what I'm getting the loan or the money. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. She didn't know how to do it or how it's more expensive, I guess, to move. You know, I don't know. Where's she at right now?
Lives in Wales right now.
Okay.
And so it's not that far.
Because I'm
It's
getting,
usually-
yeah. Yeah, I'm getting that she is getting the financial aspect of it done, that she was worried or she didn't know how she's gonna get it. But yeah, I'm getting like uh, also I feel like she wants to move, she's trying, she's making the effort, but there is a decision that she's not making. So I don't know if it's, I don't know what I'm getting that maybe which makes sense if she's moving, you know, out of the country. Maybe the materialistic stuff, maybe if she doesn't take as much stuff and she starts more fresh over there, maybe that will help make that decision to get rid of more stuff. I don't know where I'm getting that.
And I also got that she's restricted her search to certain boundaries.
Yeah.
And keeps saying no to certain things. And it limits her when looking at a list of potential properties. If she were to kind of say, hey, let's see what's out there, and it kind of broaden the search, is the feeling that I got, she might come across things that didn't even occur to her that are good options for her. Like better options than she could have thought of. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a $10 super chat from Janelle Baker. She says, "I'm waiting reconciliation. I wrote a letter. Did she receive? Is she doing well? I miss her a lot. Want to be at peace." That's all I've got.
Okay. It's I get that there is a barrier in communication. Not sure if it's a language barrier or a style of communication. Leaning more towards style of communication. I get that the letter itself was received. However, the message was not received, if that makes sense, because I got received, yes, but received, no. And I was like, what's that mean? And I was like, letter received, yes. Message received, no. And I was like, oh, why? And I got that it was due to lack of understanding of like maybe communication or language style is what I'm getting. So I get that it's for that person who received the letter, it's been a little bit of I feel like as they read it, they hear or read contradictory messages in there and don't get it. They're confused, is what I'm getting. I feel like if there's words that could mean two different things that are in the letter, they're just confused about it. They don't understand which way the letter was leaning towards meaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted to know if you could pick up how the other person is doing.
How they're doing?
Just generally how they're doing.
I get introspection, going within inward, doing well, feeling a little bit fragile in their mental state. They've been through a lot emotionally, from not just them, everybody, just everybody in their life kind of putting them through a lot of emotional stuff. So they're a little bit emotionally drained, but doing well mentally, a little tired, but strong, a little fragile, yet strong. I feel like they're in a phase of hermit mode and bouncing back. But I also get the energy of like wanting to be left alone, like drawing into their own shell and wanting to be left alone. And it's very personal. Sorry, what I mean to say, it's not personal towards anybody. It's just very personal to that person, to go within and take care of themselves. Kind of like when you see a text message sometimes and it takes you a week to respond and it's got nothing to do with the other person, but sometimes you just don't have the energy right then and there to respond to it or to tend to it in a way that would be positive, right? Is what I got. What are you getting, Maria?
You're getting tired, aren't you?
Yeah,
I can hear it.
right.
Oh, I'm getting tired because I'm picking up. But I feel like it's so how they're doing. I feel like they're very closed off. Not closed off, very guarded. More in their head. They're trying to take little. Like they're trying to stay in control, if that makes sense. And I feel like they're trying to make decisions without pressure. And I know the letter was not meant to pressure or
Yeah.
to, but I feel like that's how they're receiving it. I'm getting that the letter was very passionate, very loving, and she just, she's seeing it, she's not perceiving it the same way, okay? um I feel like she's not seeing exactly how things are. um Maybe both of them, I feel like they both have a different perception of what happened in the end, if that makes sense. So it will make sense that in what Sogol says, that they're not communicating right. It's not that the communication could be communication style, but it's also the perception of it. So one person feels like it ended because of this, or this was the reason, or the reason, or what happened, what went wrong, and the other person has something totally different, the opposite maybe of what they thought happened.
Yeah.
I feel like they're both at a place where they can make calmly decisions to come at the best possible decision. But I feel like the other person that received the letter needs more time, because I feel like they were moving towards the right direction. It's like, I feel like they both need to embrace that the relationship ended, or that, like, the way it was before. Doesn't mean that has to be the whole relationship. They can't reconcile, whatever. But they both need to put an end, or like, I guess let go and embrace new beginnings. Like they have to see the truth in this ending. I don't know. Try to see the other person's perspective. It doesn't make sense to you, but if that's how they felt, is valid. You know what I mean? If that's how that made me feel, or even if that situation made me feel this way, you can't tell me, oh no, that's not right, that's not how I made you feel. It did, so that's valid for me, and you need to respect it and acknowledge it, and vice versa. So I feel like that's the biggest thing here. I feel both of them are doing the same thing. They're not I guess maybe because their perspectives are hurtful to each other, they're not validating and saying, okay, I understand, that was not my intention, I'm sorry if they came out across that way, I didn't intend to be that way, and let it go. They're both holding on to that. So what's happening is they're both very defensive, and they can't see things as they are, so they can't move forward. So they're still on that stage where it's like way, like up and down, up and down. It looks like it can go up, but then it goes back up. You know what I mean? It goes back out, like weighing up and down. I keep seeing that. Like it moves up and it goes back down, up and goes back down. So, but I'm seeing a breakthrough. So the outcome is a breakthrough. So hopefully a breakthrough, so they can see each other's perspectives, and move forward and have a better, I guess, a better relationship. Because right now it's hurtful for both of them. So hope that makes sense. I think I was talking a lot. Sorry.
So you guys are getting tired, but we have 4 more super chats.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I can take over and do it from there, or you can continue. So
It's up to you.
We can go ahead.
So Maria, she's quite easy because Maria Herrera, because hello, any messages that I should know or a card, thank you. I guess they heard us saying we're going to quit, hey?
Maria Herrera.
Okay. I get a strength card and I get like, this is weird, but I get bubble up buttercup, like something about a lot of inspiration coming through for her to just bubble up and have a little bit more fun. I feel like she may have an idea of being serious is the same as being strong, and not seeing that you could be very powerful and strong as a person, but yet still be bubbly and fun and goofy. All of those skins can coexist together, or maybe she's balancing that idea within her. It's more that, and just getting, yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I am getting that she has come to her own. That came in. Hopefully that makes sense. It's perfect time to act. So I don't know what that means, but she'll know. Perfect time to act. Make sure she grounds herself. That's gonna help with her decision making, and to just enjoy, which is funny because it goes with what Sogol says. Enjoy your wonderful life. Like her life is, I feel like life goes well. I feel like she's choosing to see more of the bright side of life right now, and she needs to enjoy it. And just be gentle with herself. She's getting better, but she needs to be more gentle with herself and enjoy life more. And that goes along with what you said. So yeah. So you come into your own, and you're just being come to your own power. Enjoy.
She's like playing with 2 cups of joy and strength and figuring out how to intermingle the two. And it's a really beautiful journey figuring that out. I like it.
I've been getting that for her lately too. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Mistress Moon, she has an interesting one. I'm toying with the idea of starting my own business and leaving my career. I know I can do it. Could you help me with what area I should explore?
Okay. I feel like she'll understand what this means more than what this word means to me. But I got explore planning the structure better before you make the move. So there's something within this, she knows how the new business that she wants to start, how the structure needs to be. Perhaps she has somewhat of a rough idea of it, but I feel like she needs to reach out to certain people, perhaps mentors or business partners, or another professional to help her structure it before she kind of takes the leap. It would make the transition a lot more smooth. And I also got, if she's able to, during the planning phase, if she's able to keep her job, so she has a source of income, and even though it might be leaving her with little time, perhaps on the weekends or evenings or whatever it ends up being, right? it might leave her a little bit drained and overworked and constantly on task. I think it'll leave her feeling a bit more secure, and therefore she'll be able to make better sound financial decisions as compared to if she were to let go of her job first and then jump into the planning phase. I think she'll be a little bit more frantic at doing it that way. But all in all, I think she said she knows it's a good move for her, and I agree. I feel like it's a very solid, almost a sure bet for her. She knows how to handle it regardless, is what I'm getting.
So what I'm getting, the one message I got that goes with what Sogol was saying, make sure you accept help from others. Otherwise, she's gonna feel really stressed out and out of balance. So it makes sense what Sogol said. But so the study that what I'm getting into, I'm getting I don't know what she's doing right now, but I'm getting study books, kind of like a speaker or author. So I feel like she's gonna be, and I'm getting that's the purpose. She touches people with her words, even if it's just speaking them or writing them down. So I don't know if that's what she's, where she's thinking about pursuing. But I feel strongly feel it has to do with being maybe motivational speaker on something, or like I'm trying to find the word for it. Like I'm trying to find somebody, if I can find somebody that's like that, somebody that writes books and just speaks about different topics. Doesn't have to be one, like
Life coach.
not, yeah, life. There you go. Thanks. It doesn't have to be like on nutrition or spirituality. It's just, it feels like it's a broad thing. Like she's helping people, because I feel like she has a very unique way of seeing things. So she has the ability to help people, like a lot more different type of broad types of people, if that makes sense. She can reach a lot of different types of people and a lot of individuals all at once. Like, because if you need somebody for nutrition, they can reach people that struggle with nutrition, if that makes sense, So I feel like that's what I'm getting. So I hope that's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. But yeah, ask for help. Or I feel like she has a good network. She just needs to reach out, and people are going to be happily to lead her to the right direction or help her out, because I feel like she has a good network of people that she can reach out to.
Yeah, I get delegating will be very, very good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's really good. And so Maria Rodriguez, any comments regarding my decision to retire in February 2023? So it's over a year from now. And name was Maria Rodriguez.
Retiring in 2023.
And
yeah,
then we have one more, and we will call it because this week too, I can tell you two are getting really tired.
Retiring.
Okay. I get that it's great. That time frame works. That time frame is great as far as suiting her life needs and wants, and that time frame is just fine. But a question that popped out for her, it's almost like it was a question to challenge her thinking, is what came in from her guides. Is you can do it sooner. Why are you waiting? And so I don't know if she has the opportunity to retire now or maybe sooner than 2023. But she's waiting to maybe accumulate more monetary value in something that's related to money, right? So that's a question that came up for her. That's what I'm getting.
Okay. So what I'm getting is, I got that's a good time. But then I'm getting something totally different. Like I'm getting a different message. She's, it feels like she planned it out, and she's planning it out carefully and slowly, and everything. That's great. But I feel like she needs to look out to whoever she's looking for advice for. So I don't know if she has a financial advisor that is helping her with her retirement. It might not be them, it might be whoever they're working for is not very trustworthy. And if even like, let's say, even if it doesn't go, I don't see it being like a big impactful like financial loss, but I see it as being a small financial loss. So I think she needs to look into that now, not wait to 2023, but look into it, and make sure she can trust the people that she's putting even if she's just investing herself, um, just to look over again. I don't see anything huge. I don't see her losing a lot of money, but I feel like there is ways where she can go around the block, and it'll be more. She's gonna have an easier way and less trouble once she gets there, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm getting.
And Maria says, bingo, okay, I thought it was too soon because I need to reduce my debt. So.
And I also got it, but I wasn't sure if it was coming in clear. That's why I didn't speak on it. But as Maria said, kind of reaffirmed that I should have been saying that message too, is that if she's able to tweak her portfolio, that by getting a second opinion, by reworking it in a different way, she has the opportunity to walk away with more or retire sooner with the same amount of money that she hopes to get out of it. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. And the last one, the very last questions, and I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back on Sunday, not Sunday. We will be back next Friday. You're more than welcome to put in your questions again. And the last, and it'd be 11 p.m. a.m. Pacific time on you right here. So the last question is Emily Aquane. Can you tell me any details about the person who got me pregnant and it's between B and L? Thank you.
So she wants to know if it's B or L.
I think so.
Okay, just making sure. I don't know.
Yeah. I think honestly the best way to find out is to do a DNA test.
You know what? We'll do this.
So I'll be honest to say it's not coming in very clear, but what is coming in is the person whose name starts with L is not really interested in any shape or form, doesn't want it to be theirs, and it's not theirs. And B is very uninvolved in this matter, and it's not them either.
Okay, I got this. same thing. I didn't get either of them.
Okay, so maybe I'm not too crazy then.
So maybe we're picking up like that they don't want to be involved in that, but that's why I got 3 different decks. I'm like, okay, I guess this deck doesn't want to tell me. So I got 3 different decks, and I'm getting no for both.
Yeah.
I said before I put the cards down.
Yeah.
Not everything's 100% sure. So, like I said, we might be picking up the energy because it's not clear. It's not clear. So
it's very likely if both of them choose not to want to be the father.
exactly. So that's where we're picking up. Yeah.
But I suspect, Emily, I'd lean more towards L than to the other guy. So it
B is a more of a definite, more stern no than L. So that as far as possibilities go, yeah.
So you know how men are. Until the baby's born, they doesn't necessarily mean much to you. At least that when I was pregnant, until the baby was actually born, my husband didn't even know I was pregnant.
Oh, goodness.
And
They
a lot of
can't
men are
really,
like that.
yeah, they can't really, most men can't really relate. I remember when I had Pico, I was like, it came out like, and my husband's like, oh my God, it's a baby. I'm like, yeah, what did you think it was in there? Like, he was so shocked. Like, I mean, he knew he would talk to him about, like, he would, like, all this stuff, but I don't think they make connection because we feel the baby grow and move and all that stuff, but they don't have that kind of, so they're like, oh my God, it's a baby. Yeah, what did you think it was?
I was helping build a fence. I was so big I could barely move, but he insisted I help build a fence.
Oh my goodness.
Just men, sometimes they just do not clue in until that little thing is in their arms.
They don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah. And at that point, he fell in love. But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
so
funny.
I think just waiting is probably the best choice at this moment, because regardless of how accurate we are, we do not stand up in court.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm getting. Oh no.
But yes, I personally feel it's more L than B, but good luck. Just a lot of good luck with that.
Yes.
And I'm going to, I know where there's a lot of other questions that are very, very pressing and everything.
Oh.
But my readers, they're done. And they're not going to be able to give you any information that will be of any assistance to you. I truly appreciate you all being here with us, and thank you so much for all the super chats. That's really great. And what else am I missing?
Yeah, thank you everybody for hopping on. We appreciate you. It's been fun, and we love the feedback. So if you have any feedback, we'd love to hear about it on our Facebook platform. That would be nice.
The Mysterious Moon says thank you very much, and I really understood it all personally. That's very
that is wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it.
So Monday at 1:00 Pacific time, Elizabeth will be on with her in depth. I think she's talking about zodiac signs. Don't quote me on that. Then again on Wednesday, it'll be me with meditation at 5:00 Pacific time. And then Thursday will be Nicola, and we will have somebody from Denmark who will be receiving the biofield. And then again, Friday, it should be me on YouTube, unless I can twist somebody's arm to come on and share with me. So with that, thank you ever so much, everybody. We're blessed to have you. And I'm blessed to have such great readers. Thank you so very much. And okay, so I'm just going to go namaste, namasko.
Namaste.
Thank you
Bye.
so very